Mounts are an incredibly popular mechanic in many different MMOs, where at a certain point in the game, you unlock a rideable animal, machine, or whatnot that can take you from point A to point B faster than walking or running would. In most games, mounts do just that. Being on a mount is purely a speed increase. You're running along at a certain pace, you get on your mount, which sometimes has a cast time, and then you're running faster. Guild Wars 2 takes the idea of mounts to a whole new level and succeeds in doing so. Guild Wars 2 has 9 unique mounts which are unlocked at different parts of the game. Each mount is incredibly different compared to one another. The feel of each mount is nothing like any other mount. Each mount has unique combat openers to engage enemies with. Each mount provides specific ways to navigate around the world, and each mount can be upgraded to become more powerful, as well as making every other mount in your arsenal more powerful as well. The Raptor is the first mount that you unlock when you play either the Path of Fire or End of Dragon's Story. The Raptor is a speedy mount that can traverse long distances in a short amount of time. The Raptor's unique movement ability is being able to leap across large gaps. Upon upgrading your Raptor, you are able to leap across even larger gaps. When engaging enemies in combat, you are able to do a tail spin to group up enemies together and also deal a hefty amount of damage to them. The Springer is the second mount that you unlock when you play either the Path of Fire or End of Dragon's Story. The Springer is an adorably large bunny that you can hop around on. When you come up to a wall or cliff face, the Springer can spring up into the air to overcome these large obstacles. Upgrading your Springer will allow you to jump even higher and reach even more unique places. When you want to engage enemies in combat, you can launch your Springer up in the air and come down like a crashing cannonball to deal damage and knock down foes. The Skimmer is the third mount that you unlock when you play the Path of Fire story. This graceful strider will move around slowly on land, but once you come in contact with water, it will soar you across the sea to your destination. The Skimmer is able to hover in the air to glide over short obstacles. When you want to dismount into combat, you can do a barrel roll to launch yourself forward to deal damage to enemies while also healing any allies that you pass through. Upon completing the Path of Fire story, you are able to complete an additional collection or quest to be able to upgrade your Skimmer to go underwater and explore the depths of the world. The Jackal is the fourth mount that you unlock when you play the Path of Fire story. Similar to the Raptor, this mount is very speedy and can traverse long distances in a short amount of time. The Jackal is able to teleport slightly forward, which can speed you up in your travels and also cross short gaps in the terrain. This ability also allows the Jackal to go through sand portals, which can take you to whole new areas of Tyria to explore. When engaging in combat, the Jackal can pounce onto your enemies, which will deal damage to them while also providing barrier to any allies around you. The Griffon is a bonus mount that you can unlock upon the completion of the Path of Fire story and a lengthy collection. The Griffon allows you to soar across the sky at immense speeds, where you can go across entire maps in the matter of seconds. You are able to dive down and increase your speed and then climb back up to reach even higher locations. Using the Griffon and a combination of these techniques can allow you to navigate tricky obstacles with ease. With the Griffon, you unlock unique Griffon adventures that can test your ability to navigate some of those tricky terrains. As you scour the land and find an enemy to engage, you can swoop down and crash into your enemies to deal a ton of damage to them. The Roller Beetle is a mount that you can unlock from Living World Season 4 after completing a shorter collection. The Roller Beetle allows you to cover great distances on land in a very short amount of time. You can boost your Roller Beetle speed to periodically gain a large boost in momentum. You are also able to drift your Roller Beetle to reduce your friction with the ground and increase your turning speed. Upon unlocking a Roller Beetle, you gain access to Roller Beetle races that allow you to zip across maps and through obstacles to race your friends and climb the leaderboards. Upon engaging enemies, you can roll through them, dealing damage to each one of them in your path. The Skyscale is a second mount you can unlock from Living World Season 4 upon the completion of multiple lengthy collections. This beloved dragon friend can take you across the skies similar to the Griffon, but at a much slower rate. The Skyscale has the ability to hover mid-air, allowing you to stay in the air for extended periods of time. Upon upgrading the Skyscale, you can cling on to walls to launch you further in the air and also increase the duration you can travel upward. The Skyscale is also able to quickly dash forward through the air. Using a combination of flying upwards, flying forwards, dashing, and wall jumping, you are able to utilize your Skyscale to reach many different areas. When you want to engage enemies, you can use a flame attack ability to blast a group of enemies and set them all on fire. The Warclaw is a mount that you are able to unlock from a collection in World vs. World. This mount is also the only mount that is usable in World vs. World, but you can also bring it outside into the open world. The Warclaw, while slower than the Raptor or Jackal, can still cover large distances in a relatively short amount of time. You can also dash forward to cover a very short amount of terrain while also dodging enemy attacks. Your Warclaw can be upgraded in a variety of ways, such as by giving it a speed aura to allies around you who are not mounted, gaining an ability to detect nearby enemies, gaining the ability to attach a chain to gates to deal damage to them, gaining a spear to throw at enemy players who are also mounted, which will dismount both of you, and by gaining a battle maul attack, which will allow you to pounce on your foes, dealing damage to them while also dealing immense amounts of damage to enemies who are in down state. The Siege Turtle is the final mount that you can unlock after completing a lengthier collection in End of Dragons. The Siege Turtle is the only two-player mount in the game, which will allow you, the driver, to have a friend come on board and become a gunner. When riding the Siege Turtle, you start running slowly, but quickly gain momentum. Slowing down or turning corners quickly will deplete your momentum. Maintaining momentum will not only let you travel fast, but can also generate ammo for the gunner faster compared to running at slower speeds. The driver can activate jump jets to hover in the air, burning enemies around them, and being able to cross gaps in the terrain. The gunner can boost the turtle speed, making a run incredibly fast. The gunner is also able to launch the turtle's cannons at enemies, dealing damage in an AoE attack. The driver is also able to slam the turtle into the ground, dealing devastating damage while also providing ammo to the gunner. With 9 unique mounts and an open sandbox for more in the future, there are many different ways that you're able to travel across the world. Mounts in Guild Wars 2 feel alive, like actual living creatures. The way they move and turn make them look like living creatures instead of static speed boosts. When sitting idly on your mount, both your character and your mount have idle animations that add a ton of flavor to the game. Mounts have been a staple in MMOs for decades, but Guild Wars 2 has taken a traditional system and transcended it to a whole new level. Many people describe Guild Wars 2's mount system to have ruined mounts in every other game for them, where nothing comes close to how engaging, dynamic, responsive, and useful mounts in Guild Wars 2 are. Whatever obstacle you face in front of you and wherever you go, you can use mounts to overcome these obstacles and reach your destination.